What's good, guys? This is Kid Achilles, and it's my first chapter review. So needless to say, I'm pretty pumped. I think what I'm gonna do here is kind of, so I'm not walking you just through the chapter, it's kind of just like hit the main points. So yeah, feel free to comment what you thought about the chapter, what you think about like something I say about the chapter, something unrelated, whatever. But yeah, let's get it. All right, so we start off with Momo, and he is still trying to move Onigashima out of the way, but now it's a little more time sensitive because Luffy has a fucking meteor-sized fist kind of angled down at Onigashima, and if Momo can't get that out of the way, then it's gonna get turned into pebbles. I'm really expecting the payoff for Momo to be like really big once the battle is over and once Wano ends, because our boy's been going through it, man. This hasn't been an easy thing for him at all ever since Shinobu aged him up 20 years, and so he got bigger and he got stronger, but that's only decreased his struggle a little bit. But once he sees this through, I'm expecting the victory lap to be extraordinary for him, and he deserves it. He has undergone some incredible growth, not even just in Wano, when we meet him in Dressrosa. Momo, just like looking at him now and looking at him then, not just literally because he looks different now, but gotta respect the growth. I will say, I'd like to see some more confidence out of Momo. It's crunch time, man, he's gotta make things happen. So we jump back over to Luffy and Kaido, and like back in 1047, Luffy's got a hold of him. He's got one arm more frontal, and he's gearing up to punch the shit out of Kaido. So Kaido's body erupts into flames, which I think is pretty cool. I was expecting Kaido to pull some more tricks out of his bag, but I wasn't expecting that. Kind of a cool feature though, was helpful for him in this instance. But of course, Luffy can't hang on anymore. This is the part that I thought was really cool, and one of my favorite parts of the chapter, honestly, because I am constantly impressed by how tough Kaido is. He's called the world's strongest creature, and I think he's shown time and time again why he has that title. He's been going through it, man. But anyway, Kaido's like, you can't hold on to me anymore, but it doesn't matter, because I'm not moving. I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna eat this hit. Or I guess float here, because he's in dragon form. And so Luffy lets that go. There's a big clash, and so they seem to have kind of equaled each other out here. Then when we jump into a flashback that is induced by Usopp dropping Kinemon's body, I'm just saying, if I'm in this situation or I'm anywhere near Onigashima right now, Usopp is the last motherfucker I want carrying me around. I might be biased, but hey, it is what it is. But it's a flashback to 20 years prior, right after Odin's killed and all the scabbards are, running away to go protect Momo. They're fleeing the scene of the execution. We really just get to see here, how much of a, we know Kaido's a bastard, but Orochi, man, I don't know how I'm able to consistently hate him more as the chapters go on. I guess that's kind of the point, but he's just such a little bastard, man. So then we get to see Orochi and Kaido address the daimyo that we saw with little Yamato back in chapter 1024 in the Sacred Cave. Orochi tells them to yield, and of course, they say they're loyal to the Kozuki clan, and Kaido's hitting motherfuckers with blast breaths left and right. I still think we're due a Kaido flashback. I personally would have preferred to see a Kaido flashback as opposed to this flashback, but I have faith that it's coming. If it's not, I'll be super sad, super sad. But then we just see the condition of Wano, under Kaido's rule following these events. There's a particularly gnarly panel of, a lady with a baby on her back, and she's kind of kneeling, looking at the barren fields where, they can't grow any food. And over in the distance, there's a tree with a fucking noose on it. So yeah, things are bad in Wano, obviously, but we see kind of just how bad, people are offing themselves here. Then we get a glimpse of some of the citizens of Wano finding remnants of the smile fruits and just being so desperate that they eat them, and then of course they can't stop laughing. We see here, that's when Orochi gets the idea to just start giving the smile fruits to the citizens in general, and to have them eat since they're so desperate for food. Again, a bastard. With that being said, we transition to Orochi's on fire now because of, Tanjiro's little spirit thing. I'm still not exactly clear on what was going on there, to be honest with you. But the sea stone spikes have come out of his hands. He figures if I'm going out, then I'm gonna go ahead and take Hiyori with me. So he turns into his Hydra devil fruit thing, and then comes Denjiro. Denjiro, cuts the head off of Orochi, which is super cool. I guess a couple of things here. If Denjiro has actually killed Orochi, I'm gonna be a little disappointed because I was really looking forward to Hiyori being the one to, you know, do Orochi and at least her or Momonosuke, but it seems less realistic that Momonosuke is gonna be able to do that right now. So I don't really think Orochi is dead here, especially if, you know, there's like a Hydra motif going on with his devil fruit, and we've seen Orochi die like a few times now. So yeah, if this is what does him in, I'll admittedly be kind of disappointed. I'm still pulling for Hiyori to put the nail in the coffin. Yeah, we have the citizens like sending up some lanterns down from the flower capital. One of them says, please make Orochi disappear. So, you know, that may lend itself to Orochi being dead, since that's kind of situated in between the panels of Denjiro beheading him. Speaking of, we also see one that says free us from this hell, and then immediately after we see Luffy preparing another attack up in the air above Kaido. Who knows, man, we might be seeing this fight in soon. This makes me pretty excited for what could possibly happen between Luffy and Akainu. I've been waiting a long time to watch Akainu get folded, man, but I wasn't really sure how Luffy was going to be able to combat like that magma power, since we've seen Luffy kind of say that he's confidently conquered advanced armament haki. That'll pretty much negate Akainu's magma powers. So this got me thinking about that. I'm excited to see what goes down there eventually. I will say that I am glad that Luffy has like gotten more serious compared to the last few chapters when he was, you know, just getting introduced to Gear 5th. I really enjoyed like, you know, the Looney Tunes thing and seeing how Luffy was able to, you know, casually combat attacks that were really fucking him up before. But I think that with the tone and subject matter of this chapter, I think him taking on a more serious attitude as the fight kind of comes to a conclusion is like super fitting here. It would have been really weird to see him still like goofing off the way that he was with all of the like sorrowful scenes that we got in this chapter. But yeah, man, let me know what you thought about the chapter. Yeah, thanks for watching. This has been Kid Achilles. Be sure to like and subscribe, you know, whatever. Peace out.